Alright, we're back. It's been about 3 hours with the cheesecake in the freezer. So here's our solidified cheesecake. It probably is not frozen right now. I'm hoping that that amount of time was enough time. I haven't tried this, so let's hope it was in there long enough. What I'm doing is I'm taking a butter knife and I'm just going around the sides to loosen it off the pan. And now we are going to, I used a springform pan, so I can just go like this, lift it up, and there is our cheesecake. It's solidified perfectly. I'm very happy with that. There is our cheesecake. I am going to move this to a plate. Normally I have the cardboard cake things that go underneath, and I like to buy a cardboard cake box just so it looks all nice and professional. If I'm taking the time to make one of these, I like it to look all fancy. Most of my recipes are extremely simple, and when I make this, it's usually for a special occasion, and so I want it to look fancy and beautiful. And ooh, this is kind of heavy. This is very I think I usually use a spatula. I don't remember, but there we go. It's off the plate. And we are making this one into a turtle cheesecake. So if you haven't watched the other videos with the caramel and the chocolate, you can go and do that. I show you how to make raw caramel and raw chocolate. So the caramel is thicker, so I'm just gonna cut the corner of the bag, a pretty decent cut. It's about a 1-inch size cut. And then I am going to just go back and forth across this cheesecake with this caramel. And this caramel is absolutely delicious. You will love it. So I'm just going back and forth, kind of snaking it across with the caramel. So there's the caramel. And now we have the chocolate. And I usually push it down. The chocolate had hardened up while I was waiting on the cheesecake. So I had to put it back in water bath to liquefy it again. The chocolate comes out a lot faster, so I only make a tiny cut, maybe 1/8 of an inch. See? Very fast it comes out. So we are going to do the same thing. We're going to go back and forth, and there must be a chunk in there. Ooh. There was a chunk in there, and now a clump came out. As you can see, the chocolate, we probably could have done the chocolate after the cheesecake rather than before the cheesecake, and then it wouldn't have hardened up, and it would be easier to do this part. So those of you doing a cheesecake, that's what I would suggest. Is there's another chunk in there. I didn't get it all the way liquefied again. Here, I'll get my phone and just ignore the phone. Alright, so I want to get all this chocolate on here. This is part of doing a live recipe. Sometimes you find out that there's a little better way to do it, and you guys benefit from that. Alright, so we got the chocolate on there. Now, the next thing we want to add is some pecans. Now, if you watched, I used pecans in the crust, but they were pecan pieces because they were cheaper. But I do also have some whole pecans, and that is what I will be putting on top. That chocolate is already hardening because of the cake being so cold. So what I do is I kind of space these about, I don't know, 1 inch to 1.5 inches apart, and that's going to be the size of the slices. I'll cut them right through the middle of these nuts so every slice has a nut on the top of it. I like to do that because it helps guide me as to where to cut. There's no guessing. And I'm sure someone doesn't mind if a piece ends up a little bigger than the other, unless you're the one with the other. So we'll get these put on. I like to put a few in the middle. Oops, push that one a little hard. Now if I had it on a regular cake sheet, pan, whatever, then I would have put pecans around the bottom, but because this plate is so small, I'm probably not going to do that. So here is the final product. This is our turtle cheesecake. Do you want to pick up the camera and come closer? Is it dripping? It's okay, it's because I don't have the right thing. So pick up the camera and zoom in on that cheesecake.
Professional.
That is a turtle cheesecake. The only thing left to do now is to eat it. So we are done, and you guys make your cheesecake and let me know how you like it. Thank you.